I'm not sure when I got the Eton Microlink FR160, but it might have been in response to Superstorm Sandy slamming into New York City, which ripped part of the roof off my house. That's why, when I saw Hurricane Ian about to hit Florida, I decided to check on my emergency gadgets, realizing that if a storm knocked out the power, I could stumble out of bed into total darkness. It seemed like a good idea to put a flashlight in my nightstand. Mobile phones usually have flashlights too, so maybe I should change where I charge my phone. The point is that I kept the Microlink FR160 inside the box for around a decade. So, when I pulled it out of the box to check on it, a very sticky mess was found. This was quite surprising to me, as I thought I was protecting the doohickey by leaving it in the box. Apparently, this is not unusual for electronic devices, as rubber and plastic can degrade into a sticky mess. That's the point of this video. When you see disasters like Hurricane Ian, but you don't live in Florida, imagining if you did is a great way to prepare. The Microlink FR160 has many useful features for emergency situations, but apparently putting it in a box and forgetting about it is not proper prepping. As an example, this device is supposed to charge phones. That's very handy. However, if I remember correctly, that didn't work with my iPhone at the time. So, I decided to try again. It starts to charge, but I got tired way before the battery percentage even moved. This seemed very impractical. I'd hate to be cold, tired, hungry, and my only source of power is this whirling crank. This test showed that in an emergency, this is not fun. But what is nice is that this device has an AM/FM radio. If the internet goes out, that's a decent backup for getting the latest information.
And now the extended forecast.
I also used it to listen to the weather band from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Pretty neat. There's also another cool feature. Back when I was growing up, there was a joke about a solar-powered flashlight. Today, it's a reality, with the solar panel on top of the device. Even though the rechargeable battery is around 10 years old, it can still hold enough charge to keep the lights on. That's why I left it in the box, as I didn't want the solar panel to degrade. Thinking that the casing itself would turn into goo wasn't even a consideration. Batteries do degrade, but fortunately, this battery can even be replaced. I'm not sure if that's worth it though. Maybe I should upgrade to a newer and better emergency gadget. Anyway, I was able to clean off the device. While it doesn't look so shiny and new anymore, at least it feels smooth, not sticky. That's just something to think about, especially during hurricane season. Do you have a gadget like this? Is it still working? That might be something to look into, so you're not fighting with a sticky flashlight when disaster strikes. Hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully Florida weathers the storm. Thanks for watching.